Hey guys, welcome to King Technologies. Today we are going to learn about basics of Kotlin. So let's get into it. Kotlin is a cross-platform statically typed and general-purpose programming language with type inference. Cross-platform means that you can write the code in any platform and run the code in any platform. And statically typed means that the type is resolved at compile time and never changes. General purpose programming language means that you can write the Kotlin code for either Android development or like server-side scripting. After that, type inference refers to the automatic detection of data type of an expression. Mainly target JVM, that means Java Virtual Machine, but also compiles to JavaScript. That means you can write Kotlin code for running in the browser. Google announced that the Kotlin programming language is now its preferred language for Android app developers. Started in July 2011 and version 1.0 was released on 15 February 2016. Google is backing up on this, so it's good. So what's feature Kotlin provides? Main entry point is main, as like in C, C++, Java, Go. Extension methods, that means you can write helper methods that have access to all the public interfaces of a class, which it can use to create a new method interface to target class, and this method will appear exactly like a method of the class. Unpack arguments with pred operator asterisk. Unpacks an array content as comma separated arguments to a function. Then we have destructuring declaration that decomposes an object into multiple values at once. For example, like a key value pair, where you can treat key and value differently. Nested functions, that means you can write function within a function. Classes are final and public by default. That means to drive a new class from a base class type, the base class needs to be explicitly marked as open. This is in contrast to most object-oriented languages such as Java, where classes are open by default. Then we have Kotlin Interactive Shell for live coding, as like Python shell or Dino shell. Kotlin is a scripting language, that means you can write the script by using .kts extension. Then we have major companies that using Kotlin are like Netflix, Uber, Pinterest, Coursera, Square, Trello. So the future of Kotlin developers are very good. What you need for Kotlin development? You need an IDE, integrated development environment, or either you can use command line. For IDE we have two options, IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse. I'm going to use IntelliJ IDEA for this, but you can either use Eclipse with the Kotlin extension, or you can just download command line package that works the same. This is the website jetprince.com/idea/download, and in this you can download either ultimate version or community version. Community version is free but have less features, but ultimate version is paid but have all the cool features. And if you want, you can try Kotlin Playground. This is from android.com, developers.android.com/training/Kotlin Playground. Here you can try different Kotlin codes. Okay, let's get into the code. For that, I opened IntelliJ IDEA, click on create new project, and after that select Kotlin and JVM and click on next. You can use any name. Let's call Kotlin 101, and you need to use Java development kit here and provide SDK path. They're gonna be like program files, Java, bin. Okay, and then click on finish. After that you finish, you will see these type of warnings. Maybe click on model and accept and fix. Configure automatically, yes, and it will do all the jobs. Okay, I think that's for update. Yeah, that's for update. Okay, now go on to Kotlin and source, right click on it and new, and then Kotlin file or class, and then you can name anything you want. I just named me, and after that you need to write fun for function main and curly brackets. After that you can write print ln for printing a new line, and after that you can write hello Kotlin, hello from Kotlin. This is for checking everything is looking good or not. I don't need to update. After that you can click on this button and run on main kitty. You'll see it's building and you will see this, and you can also use this button for running your program. This will give you same output. After that, let's see how you define a variable in Kotlin. There's two ways to define a variable in Kotlin, like val and var. Val for defining like a constant and var for defining like a general variable. And also after that you need to define also the data type of that variable. So let's use var count integer I and equals 10. Okay, what's this? Variable count is never used. Okay, let's use the count. Okay, what's saying now? Variable count of data type and then if you click play you will see 10 here. And if you redefine it, count equals 5 println 5 count again, and semicolon are optional in Kotlin, so either you use it or don't use it, that both the same. Okay, so if you do like this you will get 10 and 5. And if you use val here you will see an error here that val cannot be reassigned. So if you run this program you will see error here also. Kotlin val cannot be reassigned. So we need to just cut it and play again and it will work the same. After that you can use either byte for byte type of data, short for short integers, long for long integers, and it's kept, and float and double also for long floating point values. Kotlin also provides null safety. What that means is you can't define any data type, any variable to be null. You will see an error like this. That means null cannot be a value of non-null type long. So if you want the value to be can be null, then you need to use a question mark. This is for null safety. That means that either you use null type of data or long. So in this way you can use or define variables in Kotlin. And let's talk about then conditionals. So let's use int here, and 10 is fine. Okay, just remove this line also. Conditional are like if else. So let's use if count equals double equal to as used for comparing the values, and if you use 30 here, and then you can use like println value is 30, count is 30, count is 30, and if it's like a single statement also you can use like directly, and you will see nothing is output here. And you can either use also here with else for like println and count is not 30. So we see count is not 30. Let's use this. And ln, that's good for line. Okay, and you can also use else if here, so for like checking double conditions, like if count is equal 10, and after that you can use else here for like a default case that the value of both the cases is false. If for this if and for this if both the values are false, then this code will execute like println count is not 30 and neither 10. Okay, so if we play this you will see count is not 30, so count is 10. And if you do like it 4 and run again, you will see count is not 30 and neither 10. In this way you use if else conditionals in a Kotlin program. You can also assign this value, assign the output of this value to a variable like this, variable output equals, and you can use println output. So if you run this program you will see count is not 30 and neither 10. If you have multiple if else, instead of using if else you can use when. So when is work like this: when you need curly braces, and after that you need to define just the conditions. Count equals 40, and you need to use arrow, and after that you just need to define the output, like count is equal to 40, and you can define multiple condition like this: count equals 50, and again arrow, count is equal to 50, and you can use like multiple statements here like this: paste, and 60, 70, 80, and 60, 70, and 80. So if you run this program, actually one error, you need to also provide an else. Count is not equal to any number given, any given number. That's convenient. You can write anything you want, given number. Okay, let's run it. What do we get? Count is not equal to any given number. So if you use like 40 here and run it, you will see count is equal to 40. It's like a switch where we have we can check multiple conditions. So guys, this is just like a basic intro of Kotlin. For further videos, we're going to do like a function, classes kind of things. Okay, thanks for watching my video.